it seems like we have certainly recovered from the ammo shortage. And I know that there's a few calibers out there that are still fairly difficult to find. Obviously, location is going to vary. But there's definitely 10 common calibers that what I've discovered and what I've heard from around this country are still very difficult to find. Number 1, the 6mm Creedmoor. Unfortunately, the 6mm Creedmoor became what most people would argue to be the most popular long-distance precision round. Most people that went out and bought a precision rifle probably got it in 6mm Creedmoor. It's very unfortunate that of all the long-range cartridges that the 6mm Creedmoor is still very difficult to find. I kind of find this surprising. If I was an ammo manufacturer, the 6mm Creedmoor would definitely be on the top of my list of rifle calibers I need to be putting out there. Number 2, 308 Winchester. 308 Winchester is one of the most popular bolt rifle calibers. It's also one of the most popular sporting rifle calibers as well, especially if you're using it for long distance or for hunting. Most people use a 308. This one surprises me because you can also shoot the 7.62 NATO, which is of course a NATO round. So I'm very surprised that the 308 is still difficult to find. To be quite honest, that'd be like saying that the 5.56 was still difficult to find. Number 3, the 300 Win Mag. When it comes to big caliber, big game rounds, the 300 Win Mag might be the most popular big game round out there. So this also surprises me. When it comes to those big calibers, a 300 Win Mag should have been one of the first to be produced. Number 4, 357 Magnum. The 357 Magnum is the most popular revolver Magnum round in existence right now. They should be pumping out a ton of these. Now, of course, a 38 Special is probably the single most popular revolver round out there, but if you want to go any bigger than that, 357 is where most people are going. Number 5, 300 Blackout. When it comes to sporting rifles, the 300 Blackout was the most demanded alternative next to a 5.56. 300 Blackout kind of seemed to be the way of the future when it comes to sporting rifles. But to be quite honest, to date, I have not seen one box of 300 Blackout on the shelves since this all began. Number 6, the 25-06. The 25-06 is one of the flattest shooting hunting calibers out there. Many people choose a 25-06 for that reason. But similar to the 300 Blackout, I have not seen a box of these on the shelf since all this began. For whatever reason, manufacturers have chosen not to put out any 25-06. I do not know. Number 7, 30-30 Winchester. The 30-30 Winchester is not only the single most popular lever action caliber out there, it's the single most popular deer hunting caliber out there. If I was an ammo manufacturer, 30-30 would be the very first hunting round I would begin to produce. Similar to all these, I rarely ever see these on the shelf. Number 8, the 30-06. 30-06 is probably the single most popular old school bolt rifle round. Many people have 30-06 rifles that could be 50, 60, 70, 100 years old. A lot of people continue to use a 30-06, and like others, I still haven't seen any on the shelves. Number 9, 45 Long Colt. 45 Long Colt is a very popular single action revolver round. Actually, probably one of the most popular single action revolver rounds out there. More so, several people use revolvers that take both the 45 Long Colt and the 410 shotgun shell as their self-defense revolver. So the fact that it's still difficult to find the 45 Long Colt really puts a lot of people that chose that round as a self-defense round in a very terrible situation. And finally, number 10, the 380 ACP. Out of all these calibers that are difficult to find, the 380 ACP is the most popular handgun caliber on this list. I know there's things like 9mm and a lot that are more popular, but the 380 is still extremely popular. Very surprised this is still difficult to find. So there you go. There's what I believe to be the top 10 most difficult to find common calibers still today. Again, I'm pretty sure if you took a few moments and did a little search, you would find these. But generally speaking, if you just walk into a store, you're probably not going to see these on the shelves yet. So there you go. I'm sure there's a lot I missed. Put them in the comments below. If you like this video, click like and subscribe. Feel called to support this channel through Patreon. That link is also below. But the most important part of this channel, we take prayer requests. So please don't ever hesitate to send that in. Thank you for watching this episode of God, Family, and Guns. And as always, love God, love your family, and love guns.